Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Mattel Batman Legacy First Appearance Catwoman. First Appearance Catwoman comes in the third wave of the Batman Legacy line, which also includes the First Appearance Batman. And like I said in that review, I think it's really cool how Mattel is doing these First Appearance type characters in the Legacy line. Sure, there's plenty of other Batman characters who deserve action figures, but I'm always a sucker for these different versions of some of the main characters being made in plastic form. And I really think that this First Appearance Catwoman figure is an awesome looking action figure. So let's go ahead and dive right in and check her out. Catwoman comes in the standard Batman Legacy blister card packaging, complete with some really cool old school comic book art right there on the side showing First Appearance Catwoman. The front of the box also lets us know that she does also include that free mini poster, which has been standard across the Batman Legacy toy line thus far. And then the back of the box gives us another look at that awesome comic book artwork, as well as a little description on Catwoman's first appearance. Alright, Catwoman here is featuring her really bright purple, almost pinkish colored outfit with that bright green cape. It's very garish colors and not something that she's been known to wear ever since then, but that's what makes these first appearance figures so cool. This is how they appeared in their original comic book glory, and it's awesome getting these really bizarre colors on these action figures. I'm just, like I said, I'm a sucker for this kind of thing. So I think she looks terrific. The colors are really nice. The sculpt of the cape in particular is really nice, and it does have a little bit of shading going on with the paint job there, so it's not just solid bright green. The purple of her costume is the same way. You can kind of see there's down on the skirt piece specifically, there appears to be a little bit of a wash, so it's got a little bit of texture to it, which I really like. I love the head sculpt on this figure. It's beautiful. It's got a hairpiece attached to the back, and you can kind of see by the way that it's separating. It is plugged into the back of the head via a peg, and it is a hard piece of plastic, so it's not soft or flexible at all. And that will kind of get in the way of her head movement just a little bit, which we'll take a look at when we get to the articulation point. Other than that, the head sculpt, one of the things I think I really like about it is when I look at it, the thing that I actually see is the Batman the Animated Series style Catwoman head. If it didn't have that hair sticking off the back of it, that's exactly what I see, and I think that's a cool potential for Mattel to reuse the sculpt if there's ever a possibility of giving us that version of the figure. I think that would be awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation on the figure here. As I said with the head, the hair does hinder the movement just a little bit there. You can see that she can still go side to side pretty good. The hair, for the most part, comes over the shoulder, so it's not too bad. She's got the ball jointed shoulders, so she's got full 360 degrees turn. She's got bicep twists. She's got single jointed elbow and swivels at the wrists. She's got the torso cut articulation, but it's a little stiff, doesn't get a lot of movement there. She does have the waist cut, but unfortunately she's got that thing going on that a lot of females suffer from where, I don't know if it's because the cut is so low or because she's not wearing a belt, but either way, it looks really bad when you turn her waist side to side. It just doesn't work too well. The lower portion there, the skirt is real soft, real pliable, doesn't get in the way of the articulation at all. So she's got the standard thigh cuts. One thing that's really nice is that you can't see the joint on the outside of the thigh, which is really cool. She's got the swivels at the thigh. She's got single jointed knees there, single jointed ankles. There's no boot swivel, so the only swivel you get is from the actual thigh cut. So the articulation is actually pretty nice. There's a lot of really good poses you can get out of her. She's got pretty much a full range of motion. And overall, the figure looks pretty incredible. I'm pretty happy with the paint job. I really like the sculpt specifically on the head. And I think my only minor complaints are going to be down at the lower portion of the legs there. You can see from the thigh cut down, there's a seam. It's a real bad seam on both legs. It just runs right down the middle of her leg. I'm not sure why that's the case on this particular figure, but it is kind of ugly looking, and it does detract from the overall appearance. But I'm going to consider that a minor gripe because overall I do like the appearance of the figure. Now, as far as accessories goes, it's pretty standard like the rest of the Batman Legacy line. She does include the cool Bat Signal display stand with her name on the front. Again, I love figure stands, so I'm always happy to see Mattel including these with these Batman figures here. But aside from the figure stand, the only other thing we get is this rolled up little mini poster. It's cool because it's some really neat classic comic book artwork, but again, I have no use for these mini posters. And I think Mattel should have put some more effort into including actual accessories instead of always giving us these little pieces of trash. Because let's be honest, most collectors are going to throw these away, or lose them, and not do anything with them. I know some of you out there might like the mini posters, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm happy for you. I personally don't care for this and would have rather seen Catwoman come with a whip or anything else. So Mattel, again, you get minus points from me for not giving our action figures accessories. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with this figure. This is another really cool first appearance figure. It's another awesome Batman villain to add to the Rogues Gallery on your Mattel DC Universe Classics shelf. And overall, I would definitely recommend picking this figure up. Catwoman, along with first appearance Batman, are both hitting store shelves right now. So happy hunting, and until next time.